r/AskReddit. What is worth every penny? When I was about 10 years old, my parents and I were in our backyard clearing out a ton of weeds that had gotten out of hand. I had trouble focusing because our next door neighbor had this really adorable puppy and all I wanted to do was play with him. We found out that they were actually going to take him to an animal shelter because their son was not taking care of him like he promised. I decided to ask my parents if maybe we could get him instead. I was an only child and never really had anyone to play with unless a friend would come over, and the thought of having a puppy to play with whenever I wanted to was great. My parents agreed and our neighbors offered to sell him to us for $20, which is really cheap for a dog when you think about it, but a lot of money for a kid. I had that saved up and immediately agreed and promised I care for him and love him forever. So, he became my puppy and like a brother. After a few days of debating, I named him Snoopy. Snoopy became my closest friend. He made me laugh, played with me, and would just hang out and watch TV with me. He was always there for me, especially through some tough times in my life where I was extremely self-destructive. He saved me from myself. He was there at my side through tough breakups where all I ever wanted to do was lay in bed. He was an amazing friend. He was there to see me graduate 8th grade, high school, and college. I hoped he would be there on the day I got married and maybe be around for when I had kids. But unfortunately, as much as we wish for things, sometimes they don't happen. This is the first picture I have of us together and this is the last. He died 5 years ago after being by my side for almost 17 years. That little ball of fur in the first picture made such a huge impact on my life, bringing me years of happiness, friendship, and love. Definitely the best purchase I have ever made and worth every penny and more. Blackout curtains for your bedroom. You don't realize how much light interferes with your sleep until you block out all the light. As someone who could sleep competitively, they're just too dangerous. Without the sun to rouse me, I'll easily sleep for 12 hours straight, through alarms, people talking to me, kids jumping on me, and, one time, an earthquake. Edit, highest comment etc etc. To save replying to everyone in my inbox. No, I'm not in the army. I'm not sleep deprived. I haven't got sleep apnea. No shift work. And it's not a problem for me. I'm just really good at sleeping and enjoy doing it. Use lockdown to teach yourself to nap properly and you too can be a sleep king. A really comfortable desk chair. If it's something you're going to be sitting in for hours a day, spending a little extra on a chair is well worth it. If it separates you from the ground, spend the extra money on it. That is, shoes, car, bed, chairs, planes, etc. Paying more in rent to live without roommates. I own my home but my roommate is basically free money. He just quietly sits in his room and plays video games all the time. I run into him a couple times a week in the kitchen and remember he lives here. Other than that, basically the only evidence that he is here is his car in the driveway. A braided charging cable to replace the non-braided type. Also, a really long charging cable for when you're on the sofa etc. A good mattress. I bought an inexpensive foam mattress and I am experiencing tingling in my arms. Now I know why some mattresses are more expensive than others. Wooden hangers. I swear to God it's like living at Nordstrom's. And they last forever. I have used wooden hangers for years. Try the black felt hangers as well. Still looks classy but the traction stops large opening shirts from sliding off. My wife likes the wood and I like the felt. We never have to worry about stealing each other's hangers. Good pair of shoes. I took up running recently because you can do it without a gym, which is where I had previously done my workouts in the before times. I ran in sneakers for a while. Running shoes made the biggest difference in the world. I don't feel the high impact of the pavement anymore and my legs are never sore. And on the website where I bought them they had you do little exercises and observations of your walking to tell you which type of running shoes were best. Good work boots. 2 pairs of good work boots. Alternate them. Anything that saves me time, makes my life easier, and does shit I don't want to do. For example, my Roomba. I just got a robot vacuum recently. Currently looking into whether it's legal to marry it. I'm in love. 3. Spotify Premium. I use it daily and shuffle it around all the time and skip around a lot. I also don't get ads. It's $10.81 a month. But considering I've been listening to it for about 8 hours today, I'd say it's a pretty good deal. Edit. For all the people who are telling me that the student account exists, thank you. But I'm already aware of this. I won't get into it. But due to my general inability to read directions, I can't get Spotify Student ATM. Condoms. 2020 is no year for having kids. A trash receptacle with a foot pedal to open the lid. I had this ducking round garbage can with a spinny top thing that was annoying as hell. Upgraded to a motion activated door one from Costco and it's Ask Me Anything zing. Light blocking curtains. Got them when I had to work third shift for a few months. Will never go back. They truly live up to their name. No matter how bright it is outside, it is like 2 AM on a moonless night in my bedroom. A top floor apartment. They usually cost more than a downstairs apartment, but not having to listen to footsteps and plumbing noises is worth the extra cost. An electric toothbrush. I was gifted a Sonicare over 10 years ago, and will never go back to a manual toothbrush. When I've had to use a manual toothbrush, I feel like a caveman and my teeth never feel as clean. $1. Laser printer. Especially one of the old ones. Those things were built like tanks. I've also heard stories from satisfied customers of mid-2000s laser jets who have owned them for 15 years and have never once had to change the toner. A good chef knife. I've been using mine for about 4 years now and it still keeps its edge. May cost $200 but it's worth it instead of having to buy one every year. Victorinox Fibrix is nothing to sneeze at. $32.90 for an 8-inch chef's on Amazon right now. That, plus a sharpening stone and a few tutorials is all anyone needs for a razor sharp kitchen knife that will last many years. A McChicken at 2 AM when you're stoned. Go for the McLandare and see. Get a McChicken, McDouble, and a fillet of fish. Combine them all into one glorious stoned meal eating extravaganza and then question all your life choices after you sober up and realize what you did. High quality soap. I don't mean like going to Bath and Body Works and getting real smelly stuff, but like paying the $10 for 3 bars of Cetaphil body soap. Lasts long and your skin won't dry all to hell. And for me, no horrific allergic reaction to anything. Does Cetaphil leave a film when you rinse? I gave up bar soaps because I couldn't find one that rinsed clean. A good mattress. My wife and I bought a $1,300 king-sized mattress a few months ago. Every single night, we lay on it and praise it. Best purchase ever. KitchenAid stand mixer. My mom received one in 1971 at my parents' wedding. It stayed in our attic, unbeknownst to me, for decades. I love to cook. Last year, hey, do you want a KitchenAid mixer? It literally looks the exact same as the current one, and current accessories fit it perfectly. My girls will have to fight over who gets it when I die. Best machine ever. Hondas. My husband bought a 2005 Honda brand new off the lot. He drove it to 2018. It had 342k miles on it. It was still running and we gave it to a friend when we replaced that car with a new CRV. A friend drove it for about 6 months until the car finally gave up the ghost. Worth every single penny. Good coffee beans. Good tea. For all of you tea purists. A pet. They fulfill so much of your life by having them in your home, and bring love and happiness to you as long as you reciprocate. Therapy. Even when we're not working through meaty stuff, I love having someone to offer different perspectives and challenge my perceptions of situations. Plus, during an unexpected crisis like this, it's nice to have someone on deck to help me work through all the bad shit. Pizza. I've never one time regretted money I spent on a slice. That's not to say I haven't had a few bad slices in my day, but you know, bad pizza is still pizza, isn't it? Noise cancelling headphones. Logic Pro 10, or any music making software that will be the best for you. Obviously this is for people who want to make music, but after 6 years on GarageBand, the free, limited version, I decided to buy the full version, Logic. It's $250. Lifetime ownership over multiple or upgraded devices. No hidden fees or subscriptions. Not only have I been able to make money with it, it's made me incredibly joyous and fulfilled. It's like an artist buying a lifetime supply of canvas and paints. A cleaning service. We hired a service to come out weekly and I cannot tell you how amazing it is. Having a professionally cleaned home helps with overall health, allergies, breathing in bad things like dust, etc. And just having a clean home in general is so anxiety relieving for me. Definitely worth every penny. I took a class on positive psychology as an elective a few years ago. I have used what I learned in that class practically every day since. Through some very intense and upsetting times, I use what I learned in that class to help maintain my mental health during isolation. And for someone who struggles with severe depression, I've been doing a pretty damn good job. Not only was that class worth every penny, I think it should be taught in high school for free. I got a small rice cooker for $10 on sale. I've gotten a solid 15 years of use out of it so far, and it's still going strong. A new set of car tires. Buy it nice or buy it twice. Getting physically fit. It costs a lot in healthy food and gym memberships, but when you reach peak strength endurance and can do simple tasks without dying of exhaustion, you will never regret a thing. Internet. Air conditioning. I will die on this hill. Weighted blankets. It's like getting a hug every night, but make it introvert friendly. Menstrual cups. They are cost effective, better for the environment, and you don't have to deal with the blood Niagara Falls every time you go to take a wee. A good pair of running shoes. My legs and feet hurt so badly when I first started. Someone convinced me to buy a nice pair of running shoes and I was blown away. First run was heaven and no pain. The $30 bidet I bought from Costco online. Nice food containers for meal prep, leftovers, etc. Getting my eyes fixed. To keep a stupidly long story short, I once in a sleep deprived haze bought and imported a 6-pack of German Spezi, $25. I drank one, thought it was good. I drank a Sprite the next day. It tasted like shit. I haven't drunk an American soda since. Saves a fortune at restaurants. Buying a goddamn memory foam pillow. Easily the best $20 to $30 I spent. I sit at my desk all day doing work for uni or for playing games in general. And even though I have a good chair with decent support, having this thing to cushion my lower back saves me from so much pain and fatigue. Especially now that we're home. A good mattress. Never underestimate the long-term benefits of a good night's rest, or negative effects of poor sleep. I mean, you basically spend 1/3 of your life asleep and another 1/3 of it wishing you were asleep. One neat thing I learned in my first master's program, had a whole class on the science of how people learn, is that your brain consolidates everything you experience that day while you're asleep. So that's really where learning happens. It's analogous to transferring memories from RAM to your hard drive, which incidentally has infinite storage capacity. Point is, there are lots of things you can skimp on in life, but quality sleep isn't one of them. Good insoles. I'm not a fan of the snobbery that always accompanies the buy once, cry once mentality that likes to shit on everything that didn't cost $1 million. But I have found that life is easier when you don't cheap out on insoles. I wear low-end work boots, and they wear just as well as a $200 pair when I put good insoles in. Gel. Comfort step. Find a brand you like and stock up. A good night's sleep. That first dinner out with friends and family when the quarantine is lifted. A rice maker. Rice is cheap and it's a quick and easy meal. Also it's passive. You start your rice and go do work or watch a show or whatever. Rice makers are worth it. Comfortable shoes for work. Whatever your work may be. A good vacuum cleaner. You get what you pay for with those. Especially if you have pets or kids. The most comfortable mattress you can afford. And good pillows. It will change your life. A pet from a rescue or pound. A decent chef's knife and a thick wood cutting board will make cooking so much easier. Good cheese. Good beer. Good bourbon. Life is too short. A Saturday night babysitter. Converting your old home movies, old family pictures to digital. Live performances. Music. Theater. Whatever you love. A plane ticket to see your mama. Spaying your cat. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.